She's late, she's just called, she's on her way.
Do you have relatives that need emergency surgery all the time? Well, I do! My Aunt Deborah needed a baboon heart transplant. That's why I went back to university. My Uncle Dickie, his yacht club burned down. That's why I signed up for these interviews. To save my uncle's yacht club. And to buy myself a stretch hammer.
It's okay. Here's a tissue. She's here.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Where were you? Driving around in your convertible with your dog, Lanny?
It's Lainey, but I wasn't. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. I did ring.
It's okay. I don't have a
here
phone.
now, so maybe let's just get on with it. And
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
You're right.
I hate people that are late, and I wish that I hadn't, but I'm not perfect.
None of us are, Sally.
Close, but
I already knew that, so it's fine.
okay.
Okay, finally, welcome to Between Two Ferns. I'm your host, Amelia Lucky, and with me today is creative connector, Sally Brownbill. Today we're looking at self-doubt and second-guessing. You used to work at West End Theatre before judging international photography awards. Was your team upset when you decided to sell out?
Well, you know, when I was working in West End Theatre, it was over in London, and I had arrived over there and I was travelling around, and it was one of those opportunities when I was working at one of the TV networks. I met somebody that was looking for a runner and somebody to help out with production. So I went there and I worked on one show, and it was just absolutely a fantastic job. I learnt so much about pulling projects together, but it was for a period of time. And when that show finished, and I kept on travelling, and it was years later that I finally came back to photography. So I didn't leave one for another.
Right.
Okay, so I didn't leave anybody in the lurch. And
It's not what it says in the book.
Nobody, really? What does it say? I think you might have read that wrong.
Maybe I read a different book.
Yeah, I think that wasn't my book.
You say in the book that life is full of second chances. Do you think I'll need a second chance after this interview?
Yep, quite possibly.
Right.
Yeah, I think that yep, I think that's fairly obvious.
Okay. Sometimes it's hard to not feel like the stupidest person in the room. How do you overcome that?
Really?
As an advertising student, going out into the world, how do you overcome the paralysing fear that is exposing yourself to the industry?
By feeling confident in what it is that you do. It all gets back to yourself. You have to feel really confident in what it is that you do and who you are and how you talk about yourself. And the way you get that is by talking to others, getting confidence from your cohort, getting confidence from your mentors, from your lecturers. I don't think that that can be taught. It has to come from within.
Yeah.
And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. And I think it's okay to be scared, and it's okay to be frightened. You read about a lot of famous actors and people that go on stage beforehand that have massive panic attacks, and they just get out there and they create a different persona. Whatever it takes for you to get over that is what you need to do. I don't think there's any right or wrong, but talking about things, showing your work to people, the more you show it and the more you feel confident about it, the easier it's going to be.
Like drinking? That's how I get over my fears sometimes.
Yeah, right. Maybe don't drink before you go for an interview. No.
Shit.
Yeah, that's possibly what you've been doing wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Some great advice
Not
there,
a good
Sally.
idea.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, pleasure.